Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I finished my 48 budget juiced Delirium Mirror Strand maps in the 323 Affliction League as a small side project to see how much currency can you make if you're not like the richest person to omega juice your maps with magic finding and headhunter and magebot and all these kind of things. And surprisingly, I think it is actually a valid strategy in my opinion. So if we take a look at the write-down, I paid round about 26 chaos per map invested. So this is contains the map for 5 chaos, adding the 20% quality, rolling the map, even like putting in like the couple chaos for re-rolling for modifiers that I cannot run, the breach scarab. Then we have our 4 compasses, which is 100% faster DELI, strongbox corrupted, the breach and the gloom shrine. They are like divided by 4 because one compass use is 4 uses, so per map it's divided by 4. So basically this one would be like somewhere like 6-7 chaos or something per compass, whatever. And then we have the Delirium map modifier 7th gate. So once you unlock your you basically all these like what is it, like gateways, then you can take the 7th gate, unlocking all possible league mechanic crafting options. So we have this entire list from everything that we can have, and we used the Delirium one for 10 chaos, which sounds a lot, but considering the fact that the compass for adding Delirium mirror to your maps is about 110 chaos, divided by 4 is somewhere like 26-27 chaos, I think this was like the cheaper version to do it. So the total investment per map was around about 26.69 chaos, with a total investment of around about 5.90 divines for the entire set of 48 maps. Good. So what did we get besides like a bunch of stuff? So this is my quad tab. Nothing over here is actually in the calculation tab besides those couple incubators, because they were like easy to sort out. But all this like stuff that I have in my 50 chaos quad tab, you know, every single day I'm putting this like a 5 or 10 chaos lower, so the next day, the same way as I have it over here, you know, this is like a 40 C tab, here is a 35, here's a 30 tab, so every day I'm dropping it by 5 chaos until it reaches like 10 C, and then I just vendor everything. So basically this is additional income that will not be in my calculation. So what do we get besides a bunch of random currency from divine orbs, chaos orbs, everything that is from the league mechanic, the juiced stuff, and the altars, obviously, bunch of like jewelers, fusings, like everything. I found 1 Voidborn reliquary key. Then we have like exotic currency, whatever drops from the altars, basically. We have fragments through the breaches. We also got a couple of breach stones. They're also like quite valuable. Here we have the Ulnitals with like a 95C. The other breach stones are like 65. Then we have a bunch of scarabs, as well as like the incandescent invitation and some other stuff. Going over through divination cards, we have essences, a couple fossils, some blight things when I found the league mechanic blight in the map, a shit ton of simulacrums and the DELI orbs, which is the primarily focus of this strategy. No catalysts, and a bunch of like random maps. So what is it all together? Basically, we made round about 12,852 chaos profit, which is round about 60 divines. So how do you calculate all of this together? So basically you take an average what your map was needed. So I have here like this map device here that has like a counter, and I would say I had maps that were like a 5 minutes angle, but there were maps that took over 10 minutes. If I was lucky enough to actually proc this, where is it? I think it was this one over here. I had like 2 times the 10 additional breaches, and with altars that was so insane. I think my record was literally 300 splinters in one Strand map. On the top of that, you know, from the raw divine orb drops to countless of chaos and val orbs and scourings and whatever shit dropped there, and this took me like was like 12 or 13 minutes map even to pick up all that loot. It was ridiculous. But sometimes you're just not that lucky. No altar procs or no big juice or no like I don't know how many things, and you just drop like 120 splinters, and you finish the map in like 5 minutes or so. So I would say average like 7 minutes. So it's a total of like 5.60 hours that it took me to run those 48 maps. And if we divide that, it would be a solid 10.5 divines per hour with a profit of about 1 divine per map with an average splinter count of 159. If you want to learn more about the strategy and what the initial idea is, because this is just like a testing thing, then please watch the first video where we have like a map showcase on what is the strategy and how does it work, a map run and the splinters in the end, and so on and so forth. So basically, we got like over 5,000 chaos worth of currency, 2,000 of fragments. We're gonna skip that for a second. Then we have like 20 scene oils, 280 chaos in div cards. I think we have like 2 times the Dragon's Heart. Wait, DELI maps. The Dragon Heart over here, which is like a little bit. Then Incubators a bit. Essences, Fossil, maps is quite a bunch from like the self-sustain point. And the drops, which basically the Voidborn Reliquary Key that we're gonna open obviously in this video. But from the map, you probably wonder, did I sustain my maps? And the answer is, yes, I did. So, I dropped a total of 63 Strand maps back while running 48, which is not insane, but considering the fact that we not used any cartographers, scarabs, or anything else that boosts the map drops, I think we are perfectly self-sustaining, a bit over self-sustaining. We're also self-sustaining the other stuff that we need to actually run those maps, from the alchemies, the chisels, the chaos, like everything we need to do is actually buy the compasses, and the rest is like self-sustainable, which is always nice to have. So, talking about DELI splinters and DELI orbs. Basically, as I said, the first thing here, we had like a 6 divines investment. So I had 4 flat divine orb drops and 2 Valdos puzzle boxes. One was the Veil of the Night, and the other one was a foiled Watcher's Eye that sold for 2 divines. So basically 4 flat divine orb drops plus 2 of the Valdos puzzle box. So basically that already sustains the entire cost of the project. But we're looking more towards not this one. I always have like this tapped thingies here. So we're looking more towards this one over here. So basically the price of a simulacrum is about 72 chaos, unless you sell them in bulk. And if you have bulk, let's say more than 10 simulacrums, you're actually paying 1 divine for 2 simulacrums, which drives up the price to about 108.5 C if we take the divine chaos ratio from today, which is like a 217, I think, like 217 chaos for 1 divine. This changes daily, a little bit up, a little bit down, so this might change. But as I said, it's like a 30 chaos more per simulacrum that you get if you sell them in bulk, and with 25 we definitely have bulk, so it is more like a 2,700 chaos instead of 1,800. So you definitely have like quite a margin of profit there with just the simulacrum drops. And on top of that is the DELI orbs. So the DELI orbs itself, just price checked by Excellence CE over here, right? They are basically worth about 2,004 chaos, 1 by 1. But obviously in the bulk selling universe, I would say like I did those maps before doing the project, and I usually sell this for like 150% ratio, so 1.5 multiplier for the bulk selling. And since we do have harvest, you can also re-roll the bad ones into the good ones. We have like 14 finds, then we have 2 skitterings, so you would basically re-roll those until you have those. You can do this right now as well, but I just said, hey, the pure value is like 2004 chaos, so we just throw a 1.5 multiplier on top of that. So we're getting to like 3006 chaos instead. So this is basically what are these 2 numbers. So this is like the obvious bulk selling thing over here, and that ramps up the divines per hour quite drastically. And honestly, for like a super low investment, this is like for 4 sextants, a scarab and stuff like that, only 26 chaos investment, and getting like more than a divine back is quite insane. And the more you do, the more bulk you have, the higher you can like get these things up. Because the thing is, all these people that are farming like 100% DELI, for example, you know, they want to have short trades, you know, 1 trade, even though they pay more, but they don't want to like spend like 2-3 hours of buying every single orb itself. So they are fine with overpaying, but therefore they have more time while running those maps. You know, instead of 2 hours of trading, they can run 2 hours of maps, making a lot more currency than they actually would have saved by not bulk buying, you know. So this is a complete valid thing to do. But yeah, and we dropped like 159 splinters an average, which is I think if we take the 72 divided by 300 times 159.92 is about 38 chaos that we made just by picking up the splinters, not bulk, not anything, and this already is like 10 chaos profit instead of like paying the actual map cost, right? Good. Anything else to add here? Not really. My current PUB is in the description below. The Atlas passive tree that I used is in the description below. Now we're gonna open the Voidborn reliquary key, and now it's time to yeah, sell everything that we have, basically transforming everything into chaos and divines, and buy myself some nice upgrades. So definitely something worth to do, but be careful with the Jews. They can get quite nasty. And we get a Terminus Est. Alright, 130 chaos, not spent wisely. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.